Hi there, welcome to you. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants first. Exclusive information for you in tonight's live chat, which I've been working on since yesterday. Lots of new developments happening. And what I'm going to share with you will never be publicly stated by the Ethiopian government, Ethiopian military. But Ethiopian military's plans are so fragile and vulnerable to leakage that somehow I am getting information about their plans sitting here in Pakistan. While we knew nothing about Fano's operation in Wollo, backed by RRT and TPLF. Anyway, we'll have a detailed look at what military's plan is, then we'll try to analyze it. Let me welcome the participants. First, we have Annabelle, first viewer who commented. Welcome, brother. Secondly, we have Cassette Solomon, Uniska QLF. Shafo well joined. To Shafo is a member. To special welcome, Shafo. Mihari joined from Tigray. Kame. Kame means how are you, I think? Mihari in Tigray. Peach Tucker. Peach Tucker rather. Jacob Abraha, Annabelle, Sammy S, Gebrehivot Abraham. Gebrehivot Abraham says you're not a reliable source. You need to find reliable source and do let me know when you find the source that I can also learn from that source. Janale Media here, Barakat Johannes joined. Taha Abubakar, T&O. T&O is also a member. Welcome, T&O. Elijah Kano joined. Welcome, Elijah. Yes. Iyaso Ahmed Muhammad says you're the only news outlet that I trust. Thank you, Ahmed. Vajit Microwave Avit. Seth Solomon. Mikhail. Binyon Davis. Erartian Post. Corium joined after some time. Corium was a regular viewer in comment section, a participant, then disappeared back. Welcome back, Corium. Idris Ahmed, Ashmark joined. Yemene Gebremaden, Santa Apollo 1993. Goitam Berhe, Dane Kube, Ainalam Mbaye, User Smart, Bogale Oda joined too. Masa D, Samson Tadase. Masa D says war is imminent. Is it a gut feeling, analysis, or information, Masa D? Samson Tadase here, 3G, Zoot, Koala, Nigusi, Abaraya, Mekonnen, A. Yunus Hele, Solomon Fisahai, Vara Elo, Ethio Mechanic, Agostino Hadish, Alimo, Goitom Berhe, Wandifrau Ayale, Tamro Ganine, Beniam Segai, Gudaif TV, Gudaif TV says, I am a TikToker with over 250,000 followers and I pull from your daily reports to educate my audience. Thank you. Well, good to hear that. Gudaif TV, I have no problem. People share my content all the time on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. I never discourage that. So you're welcome. You can use my content, no problem. You can contact me through my Gmail if you need any information. Thank you for buying the super chat sticker, Gudaif TV. Do watch Gudaif TV on TikTok with 250K followers. Gubina Amini, Brian Ipsa joined. To Brian is a member. Special welcome, Brian. A and N here says, I am amazed at your report since 2021. Thank you, ANN. A name in Tigray or Amharic says, you always amaze me because you say my reliable sources. Who are the sources? Sources are not to be disclosed. Nigusi is also a regular viewer. Welcome, Nigusi. Ahmad, Salman Tisfai, Solomon Tika joined, a member. Welcome, Solomon. FKM, Sammy S, Yunus Hele, Mengisto Gusumma. Special thanks to all of you, especially the members who made it to the live chat. Uzil Gunner here after some time. How are you, Uzil? You have been missing. Hello, Darage, Gatane Leman, Jiro. Goitam says, I depend on your information. Thank you, Goitam. Nasir Hassan. Rogue Travel. Interesting name. Let's start, viewers. Let me speak for around 10 minutes. I wish I could do this live chat on a map, but I cannot. But I'll do a video in coming days to brief you on a map. This live chat should have been on a map, but I cannot give a live briefing on a map to you. I'll have to explain everything. Now, I request you, let me speak for around 10 minutes. Let me speak for around 10 minutes. I'll explain what Ethiopian military's plan is to attack Tigray, which corps will be involved. Interestingly, one small town in Amhara is the center of Ethiopian military preparations to attack Tigray. I don't think anyone has mentioned the name of this town. But after my video, you must check from the area, and you will confirm what I'm reporting. The surroundings of this town are the center of lots of ENDF's military activities. So do get in touch with me after I share details of the plan. Now let me start with. I have been saying for several months that enemy number one for PP is TPLF. For months I've been saying that. Though Fano is definitely inflicting losses on military, Ola fighting for decades, for years rather, Eritrea backing all these entities, all these groups. But still enemy number one or rival number one, perhaps the right word is rival. Rival number one for PP is TPL. So if PP is given one option that you can put one of your rivals out of the equation to military action. Which rival will you go for? PPLF. No doubt about that. I am clear. I've been clear since day one about it. But federal government lacks justification. I mean, if it wants to attack Tigray, what will be the justification? Federal government needs a narrative. It needs to satisfy international community. Is there any convincing narrative? Last time when war broke out in November 2020, Tigray fighters attacked Northern Command. Though a lot happened before that, but that attack by Tigray fighters on Northern Command gave opportunity to federal forces to invade Tigray or attack Tigray. People say invade is not the right word. Tigray is part of Ethiopia. I agree. So TPLF's attack on Northern Command gave a justification. This time, justification has been missing so far, though government tried to create a justification by saying that the operation in Wollo, the attack in Wollo by Fano, is the joint work of TPLF, Fano, and Eritrea. And this is what government said in its letter to UN Secretary General. And in a counter letter to the UN, TPLF said that basically the government is trying to create a justification, federal government is trying to create a justification to attack Tigray, which makes sense, by the way. But so far, the government has not shared evidence. If the government has no evidence, then which justification will it use to attack Tigray? It needs justification to satisfy international community. Now, four cores of the Ethiopian, I'll come back to justify a little later. Four cores of the Ethiopian National Defense Force, they have been told to prepare. And the four are separately preparing. By the way, do you know where is Northern Command? I mean, when Tigray war erupted, before that, Tigray fighters attacked Northern Command bases in Tigray. Hundreds of Northern Command members were killed, captured, some fled into Eritrea. So Northern Command was dismantled to some extent. No, it's not in Adagrat. I mean, there could be deployment of some ENDF units, but Northern Command as a separate command led by a general was dismantled. Do you know the name of Northern Command chief? I don't think anyone knows, because Northern Command basically was dismantled. But one piece of information which I have for you is that no, Getachew Gudina is Northwest Command chief. I'm talking about Northern Command, which was specifically deployed in Tigray. Getachew Gudina is not head of Northern Command. So Northern Command is being rebuilt. Silently, Northern Command is being rebuilt. Soldiers, officers, military assets from other commands are being accumulated, and Northern Command is being silently built. First piece of information. So one of the commands which is going to play a major role in attack on Tigray is Northern Command, which is being silently built and placed in a town. Secondly, there are three other commands which are being told to prepare. Northeastern Command. It is led by General Asifa Chikol. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I confirm. Asifa Chikol is leading Northeastern Command. It's based in the Afar region of Ethiopia. And its soldiers have been put on alert. Mobilization towards Tigray border confirmed. I did a video a few days ago. I told you about new ENDF deployment on Afar Tigray border. Those ENDF units were from Northeastern Command, based in Afar. Northwestern Command is also being put on alert. It's led by Birhanu Bakale. It's based in the Afar region, not Afar, in the Amhara region. And fourthly, newly formed 11th Corps, 11th Command, which is basically an infantry command. It is being deployed in North Wollo, Marsa, Habro. Yeah, Birhanu Bakale is based in Gondar Bahirdar area. It's Northwestern Command. He's leading Northwestern Command. So the 11th Command, newly established infantry command, it is being deployed in North Wollo. In different towns of North Wollo, these units are being deployed. These four commands are being mobilized slowly, gradually towards Tigray border. The Bark is the center of ENDF's operations. Debark, the town in North Gondar, is the center of ENDF's military operations. ENDF's work, and the justification which the ENDF wants to use to attack Tigray will be the return of IDPs. ENDF units could be mobilized from Gondar, Debark, Edarkai, Mesabri, cross Takeze, and might try to march towards Shere. They could enter under this excuse that ENDF wants to ensure safe return of IDPs. Since international community is asking the federal government of Ethiopia that IDPs should return safely, and TPLF, they also want military IDPs to return. That is why ENDF could be launched from North Gondar into Mesabre, into Tigray, under the guise of return of IDPs, under the guise of protection for the return of IDPs. And then, and if Tigray fighters oppose, if they confront the military, that could lead to start of direct collision, and the military would say that we are here to ensure the safe return of IDPs, but Tigray military is hitting us. Tigray military has attacked us. That could be start of the escalation. But Ethiopian government will have a justification to satisfy international community. First justification. Second justification which they will use will be about the sanctity of Ethiopian border. Government of Ethiopia would say that Ethiopian territorial integrity and national and sovereignty is being violated by TPL. The TPLF is violating borders by engaging Eritrea. And as an institution, ENDF must secure the control of Ethiopian border with Eritrea. This is what ENDF's job is, that END should be deployed on border with other countries. That is why ENDF has been mobilized from North Gondar, from afar, to secure the border with Eritrea. And it's not illegal, it's legal. ENDF has every right to be deployed on the border. And if Tigray military confronts ENDF, uh, ENDF and Ethiopian government can say that they have every right. How can TPLF or Tigray military stop ENDF from being deployed on the border? And I think the two sides agreed. TPLF and Tigray military agreed about deployment of Ethiopian National Defense Force in Tigray. They agreed, I think, through in Pretoria or in an agreement after that, the two sides reached an agreement that ENDF will be deployed to Tigray. So these four commands I mentioned will play a key role. Northwestern Command, Northern Command will be important from Amhara side. Northeastern Command will play a role from a far side. 11th Infantry Command will be launched from North Wollo into Raya, southern Tigray. And from there, it will try to march through Mekelle towards the Tigray. And then TPF, Tigray Peace Force will also come into this equation. People say TPF is just a drama, it has no relevance. Perhaps it's not relevant today, but why do TPF people keep on creating war scenarios every day? Why? They say that ENDF has drones, that soon TPLF and Tigray military will be removed. Why are they making these claims? Well, their backers, ENDF people, telling them that soon ENDF will enter Tigray and TPF, backed by ENDF, will secure the control of Mekelle. And TPF will then take over the government of Mekelle. That is why these people are very confident, TPF people, Tigray Peace Force people, that they will be able to dislodge TPLF and Tigray military from Tigray. So this is what ENDF's plan is. This is what I have learned. I might be wrong. I might be mistaken. I might be misled. But I think the plan uh, is impressive in terms of finding a justification. This plan is impressive in terms of finding a justification to attack Tigray. But if you analyze the plan, there are several loopholes militarily. I'm saying that from diplomatic point of view, this plan is perhaps one of the best plans. This plan can create a justification for federal government's intervention in Tigray. But is the plan very sound militarily? That we'll analyze in future videos or in a live chat tomorrow or in coming days. You can check from debark first, and you will confirm my report. Firstly, secondly, do check from your sources if you have sources in the Ethiopian National Defense Force. You will confirm my report that Northern Command is being reestablished. Uh, so I'll do a live chat now this week, hopefully, about the military angle of this plan. But again, I would say, as I said at the start of live chat, if I know here in Pakistan what ENDF's plan is, it means ENDF is a failure. It means ENDF has failed. The best military plan is the one which is discreet, that it is revealed the day it is implemented. Like perfect Volvo operation. Perfect. No one had an idea. ENDF was caught by surprise. Does ENDF have this element of surprise? If it does not have, its plans won't work, by the way. Philmon Gibre says it's not Eritrea that pushed Fano to attack uh, uh, Wollo, but it was joint TPLF Fano. I don't agree. I don't agree. TPLF and Fano, Eritrea, Ola. A broad alliance has been formed. By the way, uh, they're going. I did a video today. I told you about some meetings in Asmara. Meetings were held uh, before the start of Volvo operation. That wasn't an analysis. I confirm that they met there. And I have one more piece of information for you. They're going to meet in coming days too, not in Eritrea, but in another country. And this time, they're going to talk about something big, which I cannot disclose. Under oath, I'm under oath. I won't disclose it. Preparations are there. No, not in Sudan. Preparations are there. All these parties, members of alliance, will meet on a key topic. I raised questions about this topic, by the way. After they hold the meeting, I'll share with you what they discussed. So I am 100% clear. Alliance has been formed. It's working. Abiy knows that he is the target. He is trying to fight back. No, no. Neither Sudan nor Egypt. Eritrea, Sudan, Egypt, no. None of these countries. Well, if you keep on naming countries, I cannot say yes or no to each and every name. Just wait for a few more days. Mengistu, Katila said, between Pakistan and Afghanistan, I don't know. All day I work on what is happening in the Horn of Africa. You can send me an email about Pakistan Afghanistan issue. Enlighten me. I would like to know. Do your work. Shumit says your information is completely sound. The question is how ENDF allowed this information, which should have been secret, reach people. Well, I told you that ENDF lacks the professional competency. And I think its intelligence agency is very weak. Its planners, strategists should have been seasoned journals, tight lipped journals, but they brag a lot, I think. And then they're compromised too. They're involved in illegal activities. They have ambitions. They disclose information. Maniac says it's better to put videos and pictures. Yeah, I try my best, but in live chats, I cannot show videos, pictures. It's difficult. Rockstar says, in your view, when will ENDF try to attack Tigray? I don't know when. This when cannot be answered. We can only talk about the current developments. They are ready. I think preparations are there. I mean, if today Ethiopia decides to attack Tigray, I think it's ready. And if Ethiopia decides to attack Eritrea today, it's ready. Military is there in a state of high alert. Perhaps it's easy to attack Tigray than to attack Eritrea because already there is END deployment in Volkite, in Amhara region, in Afar. So Tigray could be put under partial siege. Elim is asking a question about Volkite. What about Lima Magarsa? We were asked because I said that Lima will attend the inauguration ceremony of Lidito Ayaleo's book. He did not attend the ceremony. Yes, he did not attend. But was he invited? He was invited. And Lidito, I think, complained a little that several leaders who were invited, they did not attend the inauguration ceremony. Lidito said that in that inauguration ceremony. So Lema was invited. And I broke the news about his likely participation, maybe uh, whatever happened, but he did not attend. His returning to politics is what I have confirmed through people close to him. He's been resisting for some time. He's changed his mind. Let's see. Let's wait. Shumit says, any update about Gondar Fano commanders Daraji and Fantahun? Fantahun is not in Gondar. I think Fantahun is in Shoa. He was basically in Wollo. And from there, he was pushed out. And I think he fled into Shoa, if I'm not wrong. Daraji is in Gondar. Both, I think, are in danger. I did a video on that yesterday. So far, they are there. But I'm seeing more infighting in Fano. By the way, did you hear some interviews recently? Uh, One interview by Abraha Essefa, Sadkan, Gebru Asrat. I think one thing is common in the three interviews. You would back me. One thing is common in the three interviews by Sadkan, Gebru Asrat, and the third one, I just forgot his name, Abraha Essefa. All three urged Ethiopian federal government to intervene in Tigray to protect Ethiopian sovereignty and territorial integrity. Am I right? These are government-backed people, close to the government. They have been launched. They have been launched to prepare the ground, to make a justification for federal government's intervention in Tigray. They have been launched. JY says you are disclosing national military secret, legally wrong. Well, military never confirmed that this information, piece of information, is secret. How can you say that? That's based on what I have learned. You people are doubting my report about developments in Debark, but I think you should recheck what's happening there, get fresh information from the area, not the old one. Because 40 minutes have passed, I think we should end the live chat. It was good to be with you. Do write in comment section about the plan which I revealed of the Ethiopian National Defense Force, how sound this plan is. I think diplomatically it's very sound. Militarily, it could have drawbacks. What are your views? Do write in comment section. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with me for 41 minutes. I'll be back tomorrow. Till then, bye-bye.